Hey everyone, so this is our very last show in our 2018 tour of Anyox. Hope you've enjoyed it. It was really tough getting in there. And we couldn't really film this, but when we went in with the boat, it was really rough. And it kind of scared us a little bit going in there, and we couldn't film that part because the boat went right out of the bow, right underneath the waves, and there was a little bit of a crack in the bow, and that's why the front compartment got all flooded. So we filmed a little bit of going through there, but it wasn't rough when we were filming it. But anyway, so we made it in there, and then luckily Rob Bryce was coming back out, and we followed him coming out, but it was dead calm. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the show. We may possibly be going into Anyox to do a feature documentary, so we're applying for a $50,000 grant through TELUS, through Story Hive. So stay tuned. I mean, we're going to try to, you have to vote for it. They vote for the best project, so we're going to propose it together, and we'll send you guys an email if you're a subscriber, and please vote for us, and maybe we can make that happen. We can go to a professional film crew and go back into Anyox. Enjoy the show. So we're giving this little boat a bit of a workout because we don't want it to be too lazy, you know. The biggest problem is we've got a lot of weight on this boat, so there's you know, there's 3 of us, so we're here for a week, so that's a lot of beer. Get used to it after a while. I don't think I'll be doing any water skiing today. It looks all rough for surfing. Yeah. Am I saying safe to surf this beach? It's safe to surf this beach? You gotta show that. It looks like it's gonna flood the bucket back in the motor, but it never does, eh? No. No, got it.
The water into the bow. I personally think it's a crack up front, but the whole front hold is full of water. We can't get up on the plane right now, but it's good because we're almost there.
The bars that we've been staying at, we're at Anyox, are home away from home. Big thanks to our gracious hosts, Linda. So we're heading up the mine here. So Kevin had to buy a new shotgun this year because last year he only had the 5-shot, so he didn't figure that was going to be adequate for the. Have we seen a bear yet? No, we haven't actually.
That's because the grizzlies chased out the black bear. This one's the Caltech KSG. Holds 14 rounds of slug, 12 gauge.
Fire up a couple shots. Oh, you got slugs in it?
I got slugs in her.
Oh yeah. Well, you want to save them in case.
We'll do some out on the slag pile with some beer cans for pigeons.
Where would you find beer cans?
Yeah, they didn't.
Huh. So there's my footprints, and there's the footprints of a bear. So I've been around here pretty recently, so since the last time, obviously, the tide. Looks like fair-sized black bear, maybe. Up this way somewhere. Haven't seen any bears. That looks pretty fresh. And we'll just follow these bear tracks. I don't think we're going to run into them, right? Probably not, right? Pretty cool background there. Yeah. You make her, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean,
Bit of a climb, eh?
you don't see many 50-some-year-olds up there. That's me and you.
Yeah.
And you're at the top of the 50.
There's some steep areas. Good place to fly the drone from.
Yeah. Good view.
So we have the drone with us again, and what we want to do is right below us there, see that hole as you just come into there? That's where we want to go, is straight down into that hole. So the cool thing about having the drone is we can kind of scope out the best path. And what we did is to the very right of the screen there, it's not as steep there, so we went straight down there and we followed that ledge into this hole. So the other thing that's kind of neat about this is kind of, see that silver grayish stuff to the left there? I think that might be some silver ore in there, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the drone is just a fantastic tool. It kind of shows you know where we're going, and it really helps us too to kind of plan things out as to where these different holes are. You know, there's quite a few holes in this whole area here, and there's actually, we noticed there was a couple that that we missed. So now we're flying over, and you see there's a little depression there, and that's the top of a stope that's caved in. So all right, so time to put the toy away, and we're gonna hop along that ledge there, and we're gonna go down the cliff, and we're gonna head into that whole big hole just below us. Yeah, so Ben and I are all rigged up, and we got our ropes and our climbing gear, and we're gonna head over this cliff and see if we can get into that hole. So we're gonna head down into there, and we'll see how that works out. Kevin's on the other side and he's going to film us.
He's going to be heading down there. Looks pretty loose. There he is onto the ledge. Oh, they found another hole anyways, and they're going to go check it out. Gonna be heading over this rim down into a hole. It's getting all their rope work together. There goes Frankie, he's hooked up. He's ready to go over the edge. There's a lot of loose fucking rock there. Not sure how he's gonna avoid that. They're just trying to find a good spot for the rope to go. It doesn't knock down a bunch of rocks on them. That's going to be a little difficult in that fucking ground.
It doesn't hardly steep anyway.
Next one over the rim is Ben. Looks like.
We're at the bottom of this big hole, pretty cool. And it goes down from there. And I'm just waiting for Ben to make his way down, so it's good as long as you stick along this wall here. I don't want him going over the cliff there. He can be fine, he could do it because he has the rigging for it, but ooh, some big rocks coming down there, so keep an eye on them. The grade's actually not that steep, but the danger is going over right over that, where those rocks are coming over that cliff, if you didn't have a rope. But it's just more or less their safety. All them rocks coming up there, hopefully nothing hits us. There's got her. Pretty good overhang here, straight up and down. It goes down, but it doesn't seem to be real steep, so I don't think we need a rope for this part. Well, we don't have a rope, so. If we absolutely had to, we could just tell Kevin to pull the first rope up and throw it down to us. The problem is if that fucks up, then we can't get out. Oh no, we could use this one to go down.
We can go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
From here we can go down.
Yeah, that's right, we could, yeah. Pretty nice looking stope though. I don't want any rock to fall on your head. I'm not sure what good the hard hat would do you. Pretty cool overhang, eh? I don't think a hard hat would do you much good if anything fell off of there. So there's a couple different ways to get down here. Doesn't look really steep. And we're down a long ways, eh? So looks like there's a hole there. Well, maybe, maybe not.
No, to the right.
Guy can see better if he looks up here. No, I don't think so. It looks like it's just easy to get there. There's just a ledge that goes right along there, but no, I think it's just dug out there. Be all right going down there, huh? I don't feel bad about it.
No worse than yesterday.
No, pretty similar actually. There's a pretty good trail along there, so you want to go and I can film it? I wouldn't trust that rope.
Probably not, eh?
No, none of them freaking ropes. You grab anyone and you're fucked. Just stay high to the right. It looks like it's a trail there. Should be alright. Yeah, that makes it easy. And it can't be that steep if you got soft stuff there. You can go to the right, eh?
It's just a little cubby here.
Yeah. See the bottom or no?
Yeah, there's a chute there.
Oh yeah.
Or
An ore chute there?
an orb in here.
Yeah.
Get down.
You can get down?
Yeah. Just have to.
I wonder if that's back to the 385 level though. Alright, so we made it to the bottom there, but unfortunately there's nothing there. There's just an ore chute.
Hole.
There's a hole there?
Yeah, you can't really get in it
Oh yeah.
because you're a rat.
I think it might have been the top of another ore chute or something. So yeah, so this, we went down there and we saw a hole. We didn't film this, no big deal. It just goes to the 385 level because we saw our hip chain in the bottom of the hole. So we're going to climb back up. We didn't find any other levels. So it's just easy to get up with a hand ascender. And you see he's got his hand ascender on his belt. So if he did lose grip, it would hold him. Pretty easy getting up there, just a hand ascender, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Takes a lot more time with the hook.
It's nice to have the rope though.
We got a rope, so we're kind of leapfrogging across here, so not too bad at going. We're ways up. We don't still see any other levels up there. So we'll start making our way back up, and we're going to go around this rim to that side, and we want to climb down into that gully right up there. That's our next plan. Long ways down. Oh, okay, this is as far as we can get though. We've come across this ledge, and there's the hole that I wanted to get into. So that little adit right in the middle there, that one right there, that's the one that we really wanted to get into. So we had a rock hammer and we were going to put in a bunch of rock anchors and stuff to get into there. Unfortunately, we were coming across in the boat, it swamped the bow deck, the drill was there, the salt water wrecked the drill, so it was we couldn't use the drill, so it was impossible for it to get into that little portion. It kind of really bugged us. We think that actually leads to the very top of the hoist, the top of the hoist level into there. There isn't many other places really to check, and it kind of broke our heart a little bit that we couldn't get into that, but there's nothing really you can do, so maybe someday we'll be able to come back with some rock anchors and get into there. So this is the rest of the alpha pit. It's just a real cool pit with lots of holes in it. The next thing we want to do is explore the third pit. So it's in behind the alpha pit, and we never hiked around that one before, and it's pretty tough. We had to follow this rope straight down here down in the bottom of this pit, and there's a whole bunch of huge boulders, and we hiked all along there and tried to find another entrance in there. We're pretty sure we've been underneath all this, the huge stopes and stuff, but we're looking for a way to get down through that pit, and we couldn't find one. We hiked through this really rugged terrain here, and we couldn't find another way to get down to inside the mine. It looks like it's all been blasted shut and it's closed right off from the top. We're at the bottom of the third pit, so I had to use some hand line to get down here. This is the only one we've never been in. We noticed a bunch of holes with the drone, so gonna go check them out. Big rocks there. Crawled up this little tunnel. It doesn't really go anywhere, but here I'll show you something cool we found in it though. Found a jackleg. Yeah. Great big heavy sucker. They must have been huffing and puffing to get that sucker up here, eh? Yeah. Must have mined all this whole level, but now it's just an open stope, so it doesn't go any further. But yeah, big chunk of iron for sure. There's Ben's gonna scramble up there. Tell him to put the ladder up higher and then hold on to it. Do that. Oh, it looks like there's a ledge. He's doing okay. Doesn't run out of room there. There's no point in all of us scampering up there. Might not go very far. There, so that is a full case of dynamite unopened. If you stick your finger underneath there, that's the top of the box. Pretty neat, eh?
Yeah.
I thought it was just an empty case of explosive that was upside down. Clenching that rim, that part in there. So I'm probably just going to hike all the way back that way and get back down around. There's no easy way, I'm sure. Okay, we're right over the top of the Alpha Pit. We'll just have a look around the neighborhood here. So we're looking over to where the town of Anyox was. So that looks like a big lake in the foreground. That's Granby Bay. Behind that, that's Observation Inlet, where we came up from Kincolith, and going across there, we're looking at, there's another little pond there, and then Kearney Lake is right in the middle of the screen up in there. And as we swing around, the number 2 and the number 3 pits are below us. I wonder how far apart that is. Looks like about 36 inch, 36 bogies, yeah. That'd been their main line up to the mine. Yeah, we got a pretty cool selection of core samples. We're just kind of checking all these different things out. Some of this rock's pretty unstable underneath there. And a lot of sedimentary stuff. They sawed all this in half, eh?
Yeah.
Sawed in half. Almost.
Half goes in the crusher to assay, and the half stays in the clean for 5 years.
There we go. Here's the old powerhouse. We just down there checking it out, showing it to the boys. There's the gantry crane right above us, which still works 100 years later. And there's Ben way up there trying to get a shot of the powerhouse. There's the big power unit. There's all the discharges for the power. Well, that is one big pelcher wheel, eh?
Just heading off from Anyox here. Frank's gonna go in the lead. He figures he's gonna be fairly slow. But I'm betting we got a bunch of weight on this one that's going to slow us down. Cassie, nice little dog. Ben's jumping in. Or no, he's casting on.
Oh, he's good.
Ralph Bryce and company. Leaving in style today. porpoises. Now we're going looking for them. Oh, they're right in front of the boat, porpoises.
Oh, they're right in front of Frank's boat.
They're all around him too. Yeah, they're like mini killer whales. Yeah. Compliance and enforcement. My.